Economic issues did seem to dominate the agenda, at least from the point of Mohamed Morsi. One of the interesting things is that he came to Berlin today. However, he was also supposed to go to Paris tomorrow, but he did cancel that visit. And that just shows how big and how important the visit to Berlin is today. So from Mohamed Morsi's side, there was a lot of talk of economics. He wanted more German investment in Egypt. And also, as you said, he was also asking for debt relief of hundreds of millions of dollars. The German government so far has not committed to that. However, Chancellor Angela Merkel was also saying that she believes that economic prosperity could also be something that would lead to additional stability. But she also said that she felt that the situation in Egypt needs to get more stable for more German companies to actually invest there. One of the big problems, of course, that Egypt has is that while no German companies have pulled out of the country yet, not any more German companies are actually investing in the country either, simply because the situation is so unstable. And Angela Merkel also said that she feels that the thread for talks between Morsi and the opposition needs to remain open. Mohamed Morsi countered that by saying the following. Here he is.
That will march forward to change for the change, to establish constitutional institutions. Egypt will achieve the state of law and order that we all aspire to, and civil state that is not a military, it's not ruled by a military, by the military, but it's a civil with its institutions, with the opinion and the other opinion, with democracy, and also the transfer of democracy, a modern country in every sense.
Germany is, of course, Egypt's third largest trading partner, and remains so even after the revolution and, of course, all the turmoil that's going on right now. Angela Merkel says that she does believe that German companies are very keen to stay in that market and to get into that market because it is, of course, the most populous Arab nation of all of them. But she also said that the situation has to get more stable, and she kept on stressing that it's very important for Mohamed Morsi to see through reforms and also to talk to the opposition, and also to make sure that religious freedoms are also something that are respected, Anna.
Yeah, indeed, Fred. Angela Merkel did seem to be pressing for more dialogue to take place domestically within Egypt. How much of a sense do you get that this is a real stumbling block in some of the relationships between these two countries, whether we'll see any debt forgiveness if we don't have any more dialogue internally?
Yeah, it's debt forgiveness. That's something that's very big on the agenda. And also, of course, the fact that Egypt is still asking for that $4 billion loan from the IMF. That, of course, is frozen right now. And, of course, the Germans have a lot of leverage in that as well. Potentially, the current situation in Egypt, the situation with human rights, with civil rights, with religious rights as well, is something that could potentially be a stumbling block. What we've heard in the past couple of days is German politicians openly criticizing Mohamed Morsi, but at the flip of that same coin, saying they still believe that he is on track, that he is trying to institute reforms. And one of the things that they keep stressing is that this is someone who, while he might talk in ways that the West doesn't necessarily like, by and large, he's showed himself to be fairly pragmatic. One of the things that Foreign Minister Westerwelle says is that Germany very much respected Mohamed Morsi's role in instituting a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas when that conflict was going on late last year. So certainly the Germans still say that they respect Mohamed Morsi for his efforts. They believe that he's doing his best to try and bring Egypt to stability, but at the same time, they say that they are highly critical of what's going on right now, and they feel that the reform process must go on at all costs.